Chris, thank you for being with us. Now, I can see there are firefighters active behind you. What's the situation where you are?
We're currently in a very large area of tree-covered peat bog, as you said, about 150 kilometres southeast of the Russian capital. We've been following a fire team all afternoon. And to give you an example of the scale of the task facing firefighters across the country, really, there's 17 of these guys. They say it's taken them 10 days to get just this small area of peat bog, the fire in this small area of peat bog, under control. They did that by dousing it initially with water from aeroplanes, and they're now pumping water out of a lake into the peat here, the very, very hot peat. Even as they do that, an area just to my left here, which we just had a bit of a tour of, the peat there is still very, very hot. And during our tour over there, we saw a whole field of trees catching fire in a frankly fairly alarmingly short amount of time. As you said, things are pretty clear in Moscow at the moment, but a lot of the smoke which is being formed by the fires still burning here, given the weather forecast, could well end up back over the Russian capital over the weekend.
The fires have also sparked a number of controversies in the country. How is the population and the media taking the nuclear threat, as it were?
Well, not least the nuclear threat, of course. This news about what's going on in Chernobyl is certainly something people are talking about, something the media is talking about. Obviously, environmental groups are not at all happy at the potential of what could happen over there. Officials are seeking to put a much rosier glint on things, saying that the levels of harmful particles will be relatively low. But there's a whole load of other controversies, a lot of articles in the media being written about the way this crisis has been managed, particularly the way that the forestry industry has had seen so many cuts under Vladimir Putin and Dmitry Medvedev. Some people even harking back to the Soviet days when they say it was much better manned, funded and resourced. In the end, all of this, of course, comes down to money. Is the central government willing to put up the very, very large sums of cash being demanded by various regional governors to help firefighting teams like the ones you see behind us? And in a lot of cases, the answer so far has been no.